Hey folks, here at Book Talk Reviews. You're watching our video review of The Reader by Bernhard Schlink. This text was originally published in German before being translated to English and other international languages. This is quite a very powerful memoir-styled novel because it deals with the idea of German guilt and the idea of coping after the events of the World War II Holocaust. But it does so in a secondary manner that examines the guilt that still thrives in the second generation of the German populace, and not the first generation directly. Essentially, the story is built upon a main protagonist that's called Michael, and it's a Bildungsroman novel, or a coming-of-age novel, in the sense that it starts off when Michael is very young, and because of an illness, he meets this older woman that's called Hannah, and soon the two develop a relationship. But the thing here is that Hannah is almost 2 times Michael's age, and so she almost comes across as his mother in addition to his lover. So it's a very complicated mess, and something that's kind of scorned upon on society. And what's quite intriguing is that Michael develops this layer of separation between his friends and his regular life, in addition to this secondary life that he has with Hannah. But this love itself was, it's very intriguing and keeps you turning the pages of the novel even late at night. And what's in particular intriguing is that Hannah keeps on insisting for Michael to read to him, whenever they meet, and so he develops this passion of actually reading texts, such as A Lady with a Little Dog by and other short stories, poems, and novels to Hannah, and they develop this intimate relationship where Hannah has kind of the dominant hand because of her older age, and Michael is kind of subjugated, I guess, to her control. But as the novel progresses, I guess Michael himself kind of ages. It's almost his memoir, looking back onto his life, and he becomes a lawyer, and he reflects on meeting Hannah again, and the idea that Hannah later goes through this. I'm not going to get too much into it, but she later goes on an ideal with the court in a trial, and he reflects on the idea of the Holocaust, and he goes back to contemplating on that. And even later on, when the two are adults and Hannah is an old woman, they still remain in contact. And so it's very touching. The ending itself is not a happy one, so if you're looking for a happy ending, this is probably not the greatest book for you. But the text itself isn't that dense. It's going to take about 1 to 2 days to fully read, and it's a very emotional text, I would say. The word choice itself is really nicely thought out. It's on point in terms of when Michael's a child, he doesn't use very complex diction, but when he's an adult, he develops this interesting way of asking questions to the reader when you're reading it. And so it's kind of this Socratic rhetoric, which I found to be intriguing when reading the text. Overall, very good pacing. It's very interesting in terms of the events that happen, and also very powerful. And if you're looking for a modern adaptation that tangents on the idea of German guilt, on the Holocaust, also on love, on passion, on things that we can't have, this is a great, novel that tangents on all of these themes. We would rate this novel 4.2 stars out of 5 stars, and you can check our full written review in our website. Thanks for watching this video review here at Book Talk Reviews. This has been The Reader by Bernhard Schlink.